Good evening, transport nerds, and thank you for joining me on the night before Christmas. Today, I do have something very special for you, considering that it is the eve before Christmas, and it's a review I never thought I would get the chance to do. So, let's go and check out an Ex-Brisbane Transport Volvo B10M Metroliner. This is TV 5490 and it's a 1995 build Volvo B10M Mk4 with the classic Austral Metroliner body that Brisbaneites catching buses in the 90s, 2000s and early 2010s would remember all so well. I caught this bus in Sydney on the first weekend in December when I headed down there for a few days break. I didn't expect to see and catch so many ex-Brisbane buses on rail replacement, so it was a real bit of a nostalgia trip, which can be fun every so often. And given that, and since it's Christmas, I'm going to give this bus a little bit of a pass to my usual transport criteria. In its past life, this was bus 522 at Brisbane Transport, and it was delivered in October 1995 and lived almost all of its life in the western suburbs, but it bounced its way over to Eagle Farm in its last year as the depot there was getting established. As you can see here, this bus was retrofitted with bench seats, and with the same seat fabric as the MANs. It really helped freshen up the interior of the Metroliners, and compared to the plastic buckets these buses originally had, were a fair bit more comfortable. The Mk4 Metroliners are fitted with a mid-mounted 9.6 litre turbo diesel and a 5-speed ZF gearbox instead of a 4-speed, so let's have a quick listen now. Inside, it's pretty clear that Out and About hasn't made too many changes to this bus, and there are plenty of Brisbane Transport stickers, clues and Easter eggs left to spot. You might notice though that the rear seat did get a dose of Bus Tech signature seat fabric, which does add a slightly chaotic design energy to this quarter-century-old bus. One thing I always liked about the Metroliners was having adjustable air vents, something seldom seen on a city bus. Being able to pick the amount of airflow you have was always a nice little luxury. What excites me most about getting to catch this bus again is that I thought I never would get the chance to. While after retirement, many of these buses made their way into private charter operators in Queensland, the cost of vehicle renewal and 5-year life extensions meant that once buses hit that sort of quarter-century age, many Queensland operators would pull the pin. I remember catching quite a few Mark III and Mark IV B10Ms on rail replacement with red and white, and for a brief period, Thompsons. I think Cav Bus Group also had some, but I never got the chance to catch one. Still, these buses over the years have served Brisbane well, and, particularly outside of Queensland, are continuing to operate charters, school runs, and I believe there's still a couple running around with Bus About that do the occasional route service even today. Well, as we approach Lidcombe Station and my pretty short rail replacement trip ends, it's time to get ready to jump off this bus. But before I go, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon.